Okay, okay, we're gonna continue with the crime section. First character for today is 是. I go to the last one and okay, 是. So 是 means rely on, lean on, or support. Okay, so that's the meaning. Let's take a look at the character itself. So this on the left hand side, there's a heart. So that means this has something with your emotions or psychology. Okay. And on the right hand side is the word 是. Now, 是 on the right hand side, 是 means what? Means a government building or a temple. That's what that means. So there's heart on the left. There's a government building on the right. So this is saying that you are relying on the government, okay, for support. So this is what this character means, okay. 是 for example, 是爱 that means you are relying on somebody's love. Or 恃才傲物 恃才傲物 that means you think you are great, you have great talent, and therefore you kind of being arrogant and haughty. Okay, called 恃才傲物. Next one. 棒 棒 means close to, besides, or be close to. It also means depend on. Okay, depend on. Also means support. Like 棒军 棒军 means you are supporting the emperor. 棒. So let's take a look at this character itself. Come on. How come it's not loading? I guess this does not have information. Okay, so let me explain to you. So this one on the right hand side is a 旁. 旁 means on the side. Okay, on the left hand side is a person. So this means that you are right next to the person. Okay, so that means you're getting close to the person, and it also means to support that person. Okay, 棒. So there's a basic meaning of close to. Okay, now there's a common word called 傍晚. Okay, 傍晚. 傍晚means dusk. Okay, so that means 晚 means late, right? 傍晚 means that close to being late, being night. So not night yet, but close to. So that's what the words say. Okay, and then 傍, what else? 傍, okay. 傍门, 傍门, that means that, this is like, again, there's in Buddhism or Taoism or any kind of religion, actually, that means they're orthodox, and then there's not orthodox. So if this not orthodox, then they call it 傍门. Okay, so that means not the mainstream, but sideways. Okay. 棵 means little grass. Originally means little grass. Okay, and so therefore little grass is tiny, right? So this means like miscellaneous, onerous. I don't know what this word. So harsh. Now, so and then this one is used as a very negative words, like very harsh, heavy, okay, very harsh and heavy, particularly being describing taxation kind of thing, okay. So, for example, 苛捐杂税 that means the tax is numerous, and it tax everything, okay. And also means like 苛征 that means that you tax heavily, okay. So 苛罚 right, just that means you punish it severely. So why this like a little grass and somehow that to mean those things? I think it is because being heavy is because they are doing it very thoroughly, so it does not give you any slack, give you any opportunity to escape, okay. So that's why it's being harsh and heavy. Let's take a look at the character itself. 苛, okay, so on the top is grass, okay. And then on the bottom you can see there's an axe, okay, and there's a mouse over there, okay. And so looks, I would say this is like you using an axe, to like deal with little grasses. It's obviously that is too heavy a tool against something like so weak and tiny, right? So this is, you can see why this character to mean very numerous and taxation, harsh and heavy taxation, okay. 苛
请练习今天新学的字。
杂 originally means multicolor, okay. And then it means just mixed stuff, like stuff mingled together, or heterogeneous, or just disorderly, not very ordered, just everything lumped together, kind of stuff. All right. So and not pure, right? There's lots of stuff. Okay, so this is a 杂 交错, and then so basically this is just mixed together, not pure, very messy, that kind of stuff. Okay. So let's take a look at the characters. So 杂, and you can see that this thing, the simplified version and the traditional version is very different. Okay, very different. So on the traditional one, on the right hand side, there's bird's wing. Okay, bird's wing on the right side. So it looks like the very old character of this old form of this character. It looks like three birds. Okay, three birds flying. Okay, so this means like many birds gathering together. Okay, and so that means that oftentimes the birds get together, that they're not one birds, that many kind of birds, right? So that's why it's called mixed and everything. And then on the left hand side, is on the left hand side is a character called what? I'm not sure that this thing is. I mean, that looks like I think on the left hand side it looks like three birds, like three birds on a tree. I think that's what it is. And then on the right hand side they put a wing on the right hand side. Okay. 杂。
请练习今天新学的字。
横 means means something horizontal, okay, sideway, or internal direction. That means east to west, okay, or transverse. Also means like broad, display crosswise, okay, 就是横 cross. Also means cover, okay, and then another meaning is here says steal one's heart. So basically, it's hardening one's heart, okay, hardening one's heart, called 横. Interlock, crisscross, hold crosswise, okay. Hold crosswise. So you can see 横 that basic meaning is across, horizontal, okay, and cover sideways or cover broadly, okay. So that's that kind of meaning. Take a look at the character itself. So this one on the left hand side is a stick, is a wood, okay, and on the right hand side is the character 黄. 黄 means yellow, okay, is the color yellow. So this is saying that's a yellow wood, okay, and so originally this means a crossbar on the door, okay. The old Chinese door, when they close the door, they use a big wooden bar to lock it, okay, to cross the two pieces and to lock the door, okay. So that's called 横. So therefore, then to extend it to mean anything that goes across, goes horizontal, okay. This one has another pronunciation, 恨.
请练习今天新学的字。
恨 means perverse or violent, okay. 恨. Another meaning is sudden or unexpected, called 恨, extra or mishap, okay. And for example, 恨王 means died unexpected, like suddenly, okay. 蛮横 means perverse and it's just stubborn and does not just respond to any negotiation or logic, okay.
请练习今天新学的字。
真 means go on a journey, and also means go on a expedition, okay, punitive expedition. So that means you go on. Usually, it's sending an army, okay, go out to basically to for the purpose of punishing whatever that is bothering you, okay. So that's what this means, and also means fight, okay, fightful. And then another meaning is levy a tax, called 征税 征税. And also another meaning is a sign, symbol, or indication, like 征兆真相, okay. That means a sign, signal, or symbol, okay. So now this one, if you look at it on the left hand side, so every time you see that part of the character, that means it has something to do with journey, because that part is a road. Okay, it's a man-made road. So basically, you are getting on the road to do something. So this is like sending army out, sending out a team, okay, on a mission. Okay, on the right hand side is a character called 正. 正, of course, providing the sound, but it also means that you are sending out. 正 also means like it's a right direction. That means that means you get on the road with a firm, specific direction. Okay. So 远征, like a 远征军, that means an army that journeys far to fight. Okay.
请练习今天新学的字。
报 means 报 the original meaning is expose. Okay, expose. So we can see why is that. Okay, let's take a look at that first. So because on the top there's a sun. There's a sun on the right on the top. Okay. And then on the bottom there are two hands, right? And the two hands, and then there's rice, right? Rice in the on the bottom, okay, on the bottom, and then the hands is, I think, is holding on to some kind of pan kind of thing, okay. So ancient times, when they collect the rice, sometimes they need to put it under the sun to dry it, right? So this is that's why I say it means expose, okay, under the sun. So that's the original meaning of this character. Now it still has that meaning, okay, but then this one again carry on other meanings like attack, okay, attack, and then fierce and brutal, okay, means fierce and brutal. Also means sudden. Also means like hot-tempered. So 暴躁脾气, right? Sudden, rapidly. So anything that means like very sudden, very violent, very intensive. So this is what this means. Okay. So let's say 暴人, 暴兵, 暴豪. This also means that this are very violent, ferocious, people. Okay. Like a 脾气暴. 脾气暴, that means this is very bad tempered. Okay. It's oftentimes angry. Okay. 暴脾气.
请练习今天新学的字。
So another pronunciation is called pu. Pu. When you say pu, then it specifically only means exposed to the sun. Okay. For example, 一曝十寒, that means you kind of only once, like 一曝十寒 usually means like you are your interest or your interest or your passion is short-lived, okay, and you get hot, you get excited, very excited for a short period of time, and then you cool down for very time, not interesting for long. Okay, called 一曝十寒. Okay, let's see next one.
请练习今天新学的字。
连 means gather. 连 means gather, harvest, Okay, gather, harvest also means levy tax because gather, harvest. Okay, also mean contract or shrink, contract or shrink, 收敛, okay, shrink back, right? Or restrain yourself, 解敛, 敛, just restrain yourself, restrain someone's behavior, okay? 敛. So, and let's take a look at this character itself. So, this one looks like on the right hand side is a hand holding a stick, right? On the left hand side is a character called 谦. 谦. 谦 has a meaning of common or oneness, okay? And so that means that you are the hand with the tool. That means collecting, and oneness or one standard, oneness. That means you are collecting the same amount from everybody. Okay, so that's why it means collecting tax and things like that. Okay. So let's go back to the sentence. So 释蚌柯杂, 释蚌柯杂, 横征暴敛. Okay, 释蚌柯杂, that means 释 is rely on. 蚌 also means rely on. So 释蚌, that means that rely on what? So that's the livelihood, rely on 柯杂. 柯杂 means 苛捐杂税, that means levy heavy taxes, okay, on almost everything, okay, 释蚌柯杂. And then 横征暴敛, 横征暴敛, that means not only they tax everything, but also collecting taxes with violent ways, okay? So if you don't pay taxes, and you will be severely punished, okay? Called 横征暴敛. Because 横 and 暴, they all has a meaning of angry, intense, brutal, that kind of meaning, okay? So next one, 烧. 烧 means burn, roast, or simply cook. It also means radiate, okay? Also means someone running a fever, also called 发烧. 发烧 means running a fever. So let's take a look at this character. So this character means that actually catch on fire, called 烧, okay? So you can see on the left hand side there's a fire, okay? So every time you see that part of the character, that means fire. So this character has something to do with fire, okay? And then on the right hand side is the character called 尧. 尧 has a meaning of very high, okay, high. So this means like you light on, start a fire and the flame goes high, okay? So this means 烧, burning heavily. Okay, so like for example, 烧, you 烧烤, that means barbecue, okay, 烧烤. 烧猪, that means you cook or bake pork, okay. 烧鸭, that means you are baking duck, okay. 杀 means kill, slaughter, okay, kill or slaughter. Also means you're going fight in a battlefield, okay. 杀. Let's see. So looks like a wild animal and there's a some kind of a spear or something that is struck its head. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, that's the picture. Okay, and then the tail is kind of, dropping down. That means the animal is dead. Okay, so then the later character, they add a thing, see, on the right hand side. So that part is called if. So this one has a meaning of weapon. Okay, meaning a weapon. So that means that, okay, has a weapon and then has a killed animal. Okay, so on both pieces put together, that means kill. Okay. Sha. Well, very simple, like 杀猪. 杀猪 means kill the pig, right? 杀鸡 means kill the chicken. Okay. 掠. 掠 means plunder, seize, or that's first meaning. Second meaning is kind of brush. Okay, brush or caress, brush, just kind of lightly go through. Okay, brush. Also means comb, like comb your hair. Okay, 掠. Flicker means that you have a kind of subtle emotion, subtle expression on your face, kind of like it just flick and just flash and just appeared a very short period of time and just disappeared. Okay, hardly notice. That's called 略过. For example, 浮光掠影. 浮光掠影. That means the light and shadows is flickering, right? You can, they are moving. Okay. Like 掠海, that means you are brush over the surface of the sea. That means you are getting like very close to the sea level. And for example, like the airplane, you fly over the sea, by flying very close to the sea surface. Okay, 好的，略. Take a look at the character. So this one, there's a hand on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side is Jing, is a character, and this character Jing means you are building some building on a very high hill. Okay, very high hill. So this means the original meaning of this character means that you are moving the dirt to build a high mount. Okay, so you take something, right? You take something, scrape something, and then move it, and then to build some very tall. So that's why it become like the meaning of gathering and rob, take away, that kind of meaning. Okay. 抢 means seize, snatch. Okay, rob, loot. Okay, so this the first meaning. Second meaning is rush. Okay, rush for something. Okay, and then third meaning is trying to be the first. Okay, to do something. You really try really hard to be the first to do something. Okay, so 抢, like 抢票, that means you are trying to get a ticket for an event, for example. Okay, 抢银行 right 抢银行 that means rob bank okay so 抢 and take a look at the character itself. So this character you can see on the left hand side is a hand, okay, and on the right hand side is the character 仓 仓 represents its sound, and also means a storehouse, a warehouse. 仓 means warehouse. So this means it means he's trying to rob the storehouse. Okay. And then also means like when you doing a robbery, you have to be quick, right? Have to be quick. Otherwise you won't be successful. So therefore to me doing like very quickly, rush and okay, so this character has another pronunciation called 枪 枪 when you say 枪 that means knock or hit, okay, knock or hit. So there's a common idiom called 呼天抢地 呼天抢地 this you should pronounce as 枪 not 抢 枪 is knocking a hit. 呼天抢地 that means you are cry loudly towards the heaven, and then 抢地 that means you are touching the ground, okay. 呼天抢地 that means 抢 that usually means like you're kneeling down, your kneecaps hitting the ground, okay. 呼天抢地 栽 means plant or means erect something vertically, okay. For example, 栽电线杆子 that means you are erecting the telephone poles, okay. Telephone wire poles, and also means plant, like 栽种 栽种庄稼 that means you plant rice, for example, okay. And also means what? Means like a tumble, okay, fall. You fall because 栽跟头 because fall, okay. It also means 栽了个跟头 figuratively means setback, okay. You encounter a setback. It also has another meaning called 栽赃 when you say 栽赃 that means you frame somebody, okay. Frame somebody to convict them, okay. Usually is you are with the character that we're gonna study next, that 栽赃 means that property or money that is gained illegally, okay. So basically you are 栽赃 means you come up with this kind of evidence, but those evidence are false, but you just make them put those false evidence onto the person in order to convict them, okay, called 栽赃. So let's take a look at the character itself. So this one okay, so looks like right, so has trees, right, and then there's on the right hand side there's looks like that's good, that means the weapon, remember that's the Asian weapon, and then weapon, and then on the top, this is on the top left corner, there's a dirt, and the stick is actually underneath the dirt, So basically, means that with kind of tool and to put a stick into the ground, and so that means that you erect a stick or pole, staff or something like so, and then later on that means to plant, to plant something. Okay. When you say 栽, usually is referred to plant trees, things like that. Okay, you really you really don't say 栽花, 种花. Usually you say 种花, you don't say 栽花, you say 栽树, but you also can say 种树. Okay, so this is 栽. Next one, 赃. Okay, so this 赃. 赃 means stolen goods or booty, bribe. Okay, bribe, or use it as a verb. That means seduce, bribe, or accepting bribes. 赃. So let's take a look at. Okay, so look at this on the left hand side. There's a shell that means has something to do with money, right? And then on the right hand side is the word 庄. 庄, of course, this represent its sound. 庄means 村庄 means 商店 means store or means village. Okay, 庄. And so and to mean that this money or goods is coming from some kind of store or village. Okay, so village. So this is means that you steal from the village or steal from the store. Wu. 污 means accused falsely, called 污. 污蔑. 污蔑. 诬陷. That means you accuse someone falsely and to convict them. Okay, called 污. So this one, you can see on the left hand side, there's a talking character. So this is someone talking. And on the right hand side is the word 巫. This 巫 means 巫师. That means these are the witches and the these people are doing divination kind of people. Okay, so this is called a 巫. And so this character, you can see that there's two person, right? Two people. Okay. And then on this heaven and the ground, right? And there's something a line in between. That means that you are one person with another person, and the one guy is saying something to connect it with the ground, the earth, and the heaven. So this is like you are doing divination. Okay, so we call it 巫. Next one, 陷. 陷 means fall into, or submerge into the ground, submerge into the water, or 陷 means fall into under the ground. 陷, okay, and also means like 陷害, frame someone for a crime. Okay, and it also means capture or break. For example, 攻陷, 攻陷了一个城市. That means you attack and capture the city. Okay, and also means sink into the land. 凹陷, that means the ground is sinking. And also means like you are getting into a undesirable situation or very bad situation. They call it 陷. 陷入误区. that means you are you get into trouble by unintentionally, by mistake. Okay. So 陷阱 陷阱 that means pit. Okay, means pit, trap, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the sentence. 烧杀掠抢 烧杀掠抢 that means you set fire, you kill, okay, you 掠抢 that means basically robbery, okay, so you kill, you burn, you rob, okay, so doing that stuff this is a crime section, right? So we'll all talk about criminal activities. 栽赃诬陷栽赃诬陷so 栽赃诬陷 is a together is a word, and 栽赃 and 诬陷 also a word. Okay, 栽赃诬陷 that means you are frame somebody for to convict somebody, okay, to falsely, okay, 诬陷 right, 栽赃诬陷 it's the has the same meaning. Okay, basically you are accuse someone falsely, or frame somebody into committing crime, things like that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop over here for today. So happy learning.